The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. When they have the football, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And his pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, now Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go. 180!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Garoppolo on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 180! 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Returnable here from the 38. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Breida. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Here's Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not good.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
13. 12. 11. 11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Breida, and he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 21. Hey, defense, let's go.
Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And some room to work. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check.
Now it's Breida, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick.